3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, okay. Hey, well, I hit the haystack. That counts, right?
Here are some of the top headlines around the nation this morning.
I'm here in Idaho Falls at Summit Hills Elementary School, just one of several polling locations in the area. Again, polls open this morning at 8 a.m.
This is just some of the tasty food that you can get at the Eastern Idaho State Fair.
A shocking video out of Montana yesterday as flooding hit much of the area in and around Yellowstone National Park. Part of the park is officially reopening tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., but there are some things you need to know. Only a limited amount of visitors will be allowed in at a time, and it all depends on your license plate.
Are you having fun? I'm having so much fun.
I even brought my masterpiece to show you. Watch out, Picasso. We're looking up here, though, at the skies. We're seeing that haze. That's coming in from the Moose Fire. Consumers have been searching stores in order to find baby formula products, and stores are doing their very best to keep their shelves stocked, although there are restrictions. You can only grab 2. And if you do have more questions, you can always visit the American Academy of Pediatrics website. That's aap.org. They have a lot of great information for parents.
I'm trying to get Jeff to go on the Ferris wheel. Do you think he should go on it?
Well, he's too big.
Oh, he's too big for the Ferris wheel.
Thank you, Dr. Ashton. Well, we heard news just earlier today that the FDA officially authorized that second booster shot.
Hey, Todd, yeah, we're having a lot of fun out here in Rexburg. You guys having fun? Woo! Yeah, this is the Madison County Fair. It's going tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night, so you still have a chance to come out. We're trying the best dessert here. This is from Creamy Days Rolled Ice Cream. This is mud pie, lots of chocolatey goodness.
Emma, have some of this. Just go.
As waterfowl hunting season starts this weekend, the Idaho Department of Fish and Game is cautioning all hunters to look for signs of the avian flu. Kind of a chilly start to the morning. Yesterday felt great, still in the 80s, and now we're finally dipping into these cooler fall temperatures. Thank you so much, Jenny, for coming. And you said you've been playing since you were 4 years old.
I have.
That's pretty amazing. I'm curious, how many hours per day do you practice?
Well, when I was younger in college, I did 6 to 10.
It's the fastest growing sport in America. Basically, it's a mix between tennis and ping pong. You play with a paddle and a wiffle ball like this. The Idaho Supreme Court is allowing state lawmakers to intervene in a lawsuit challenging Idaho's recently passed abortion ban. Let's take a look at this map here. Zone B is all of the yellow portions of the map. There's no parking at any time until the snow event is over. TSA officials also want to remind us that face coverings are required everywhere in the nation's transportation system, including airports. Who is ready for the weekend? Jeff, we're all going to need some of these, right? The sun is out. We are feeling these hot temperatures. Time to go jump in the pool.
People with special needs and their families can get in for free today. And then you guys officially open to the public tomorrow. It's very exciting.
Idaho Falls, 45 degrees is where we are. And what, Emma, come over here, talk to me. You can't hear you with the microphone off. What?
I said I get my steps in during the commercial breaks. You guys know this. I am always cold. So I'm always doing lunches around the studio and power walking, and everyone laughs at me.
We got a workout show going on now. This is good.
Sorry, continue.
Emma got her jumpsuit on. Let's get those steps in and squeeze, sweating to the country. Big orange sunshine. I'm wearing orange today as well. It's Bengal Wednesday. Come on over here and show everybody. I mean, Emma's got orange on too. Yes. So yeah, this is.
Go Bengals, go ISU. Yeah. It's Bengal Wednesday, and I'm fixing
on.
My eyes right now.
I was going to let you do the weather. She's busy.
All I know is that it is going to be super, super caliente hot. Right, Jeff?
Did you just do bilingual weather? That's great.
Yes.
Yeah, that eyeshadow, that looks good.
This is actually called mascara, but
that
close
too.
enough.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be bad if I knew what it was? 54.
You have a whole thing of makeup, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
Yeah, I have a whole thing of makeup. You want to show them that? You want to bust me on live national Idaho, Wyoming television?
Check it. This is Jeff's.
This is my bag of junk. But see, I got a comb in there too, and this is all is money. And then you ever seen one of those before? Here.
What's that?
You want it? Here? Here. Try that.
Oh, this. Ow! What is that?
It's an electric shock pen. That'll break you.
That's so not cool.
We go up top.
This is so much pressure.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Don't hit his face.
Yes!
There we
go!
Again, the holes don't normally move.
And more civilians are still trying to escape Ukraine. Our Emma Benson spoke with some people in Poland who have been opening their homes to the refugees.
4.5 million. That's the number of Ukrainians who have fled their country. Their lives, their hopes and dreams put on hold.
You can go to shop, to the cinema, you can go on vacation, wherever you want. You can live your life, but they can't.
More than half of the refugees have crossed the border into Poland, most carrying only shopping bags of belongings. Poles like Greg and Lisa Pawlik have been housing refugees despite language and cultural barriers.
We have some issues in our history between Poland and Ukraine.
But those differences put aside to help those impacted by an unimaginable war.
We would never have expected that there will be people alive in our days who live close to our country that have similar experiences as my grandparents had.
Greg says through it all, the Ukrainians remaining resilient.
This is the first time I met so many people from there, and they're just wonderful people. So it's rewarding. It's not really a sacrifice when you get so much more than you give, you know?
The Pawliks were asked by their church to be refugee coordinators in charge of finding housing for the refugees and organizing travel to the border, taking supplies in and bringing refugees out.
Very few people who are taking things in come back without a car full of people. So
yeah.
They're astounded by how many people have been willing to pitch in.
Faith in humanity is greater than ever.
I'm very touched because so many people are willing to help.
Agnieszka is part of the refugee effort in Poland's capital, Warsaw, where she too has had refugee families staying at her house.
We are not important. The most important are refugees. We just here to help them.
Her main role? Give them a meal and a safe place to sleep, away from the dangers of war.
One man from Kiev, I said, how are you? How do you feel? And he said to me, Agnieszka, the most important for me is that the sky is clear. There is no any bombs. It seems to me, normal. We open the window, you can see the sky. But for them, it was something what they really appreciate, to see clear sky. I think we can learn a lot from these people.
I'm Emma Benson, reporting.
Bears are prevalent in Idaho and Wyoming, so it's always important to make sure you have your wits about you.
Oh, that's right. I talked with Idaho Fish and Game about the best ways to stay safe. It's camping and hiking season, which also means it's bear season.
I am certain there are probably bear encounters that occur almost every day in Idaho.
Fortunately, though, those encounters were mostly peaceful, and we have not had any fatalities in the Gem State. But you always have to be prepared. I talked to James Brower with Idaho Fish and Game about what to do to avoid coming across a bear and what to do in case of an encounter.
The main thing is to make lots of noise. So you don't want to scare a bear, you don't want to surprise them, you want to make them aware of your presence. When they know that you're coming, most of the time they're going to skedaddle and get out of there. They don't want to be near or by us.
Brower suggests hiking in groups, avoiding hiking at dawn or dusk, and always staying alert. And most importantly,
the best thing to have with you at all times is bear spray. Okay, that's the key component. You want to have it with you. You want to have it readily accessible. I like to carry mine on my hip, and one of the reasons for that is I can use it right there, right where it is. It's about at the bear's eye level. Meant for two hands, actually, if you can. So you want to hold it like this, pull that safety catch, and then spray away. Very good. If the bear continues to come at you and they've got that spray in their eyes and their face, they're probably pretty blinded, so you just step to the side, let them run on by. If you come across anybody else on that trail, you want to let them know. So say, hey, just sprayed a bear up there. You may want to, turn around and go the other way.
Don't rely on rhymes you may have learned in grade school, such as, if it's brown, lie down, if it's black, fight back. Brower says that is not accurate. Instead, you need to determine whether it's a predatory attack or a defensive attack.
If it's a predatory attack, no matter what kind of bear it is, you got to fight back because they want you dead, right, in that kind of situation. What happens most of the time is a defensive attack, and that's where a bear is defending a food source or protecting cubs and young or you've just got in their space, right? So they're protecting their space.
Again, bear spray is your first line of defense in any attack, but in the case of a defensive attack where you do not have bear spray with you, you need to play dead.
You probably heard in the past where we tell people to like lie in the fetal position. It's better to be on your stomach, okay? Completely flat on your stomach, hands behind your neck.
And then you just spread your legs like this and you keep your head down?
Absolutely.
Okay, and you just try to hold still and don't make noise. So before you head out on your next hiking trip, make sure you have a plan.
Just think about it. What am I going to do if I encounter a bear? And if you've already prepared for that and already sort of decided what you're going to do, then you're more likely to do that in the moment.
Get some of this for you to carry on you whenever you're going hiking, camping, whatever. This is bear spray. It will be your first line of defense in case of a bear encounter. All right, thanks so much, James. Reporting here in Idaho Falls, I'm Emma Benson. Yeah, lots of good information there. I don't know about you, but I was always taught growing up that rhyme. If it's brown, lie down. If it's black, fight back. It's not accurate.
True.
So don't think about that, okay? And Brower also says that it is important to remember that bear spray is not like bug spray. Do not put it on yourself. It has the same ingredient as pepper spray. It typically ranges from $30 to $40. I got this at Walmart. You can also buy a training canister like the one we were using to practice with.
All right, great information. Thank you, Emma. Welcome back. March is Red Cross Month, and you could help save a life, plus get a prize.
That's right. If you donate blood this month, you receive a gift card, plus you're entered to win tickets to the Baseball All-Star Game in LA. Now, I actually went over to the Idaho Falls Donation Center the other day as a first-time donor.
And yeah, so these test for different things to make sure it's good to go to a recipient.
Help can't wait when disaster strikes.
Every 8 seconds, a disaster happens in the United States. Every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs a blood transfusion.
Now combine that with the ongoing pandemic, and there's no doubt the nation's blood supply has taken a hit, though Reagan says we have seen improvement.
Fortunately, the blood supply has stabilized and improved thanks to generous donors coming out and rolling up their sleeves. The most severe crisis for now has been alleviated, but our blood supply is still vulnerable.
This month especially, since it's Red Cross Month, donors are highly encouraged.
In March, we celebrate Red Cross Month to celebrate the volunteers and donors that help us complete this mission.
Most are willing to give.
Every 60 some odd days, usually.
Wow, you come every 60 days and donate blood?
It does help me feel like I make a difference. You know, every time I turn around, there's a shortage of blood.
And I decided to do my part too.
Okay, here we go.
The entire process, including paperwork, took a little over an hour, but the donation itself
Loosen this, you can stop squeezing, relax. Okay.
Only took a few minutes.
We got that in how long? 4 minutes?
Yeah, we got that in 4 minutes and 46 seconds.
Wow.
Pretty quick and easy, pretty painless. A big payoff for a small sacrifice.
One donation, you can save up to 3 lives.
In Idaho Falls, I'm Emma Benson. Well, March is not over yet, so you still have time to participate in Red Cross Month.
So you can schedule an appointment to donate by visiting redcross.org or by downloading the Blood Donor app. Indeed, and of course, the 3 of us had the chance to ride on the Farr's ice cream fire truck in the parade. It was a lot of fun. Emma's first 4th of July experience here in Idaho Falls. What do you think?
Yes, it was great. Man, there were so many people out there. Just great energy from everyone. It was so much fun. We had a blast riding on the fire truck and just seeing everyone out there smiling and enjoying the holiday.
It was awesome. We've got a lot of backstage and behind the scenes video and pictures that we're going to be posting on localnews8.com and on our Facebook and Instagram pages. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of cool characters watching the parade. It's All American Day around here.
Hey, welcome back. It's now 6:27. Well, over the weekend, it was a time to remember 9/11 and all of the heroes and Americans that we lost over 20 years ago. Jeff and I actually were proud to represent Local News 8 and Eyewitness News 3 Saturday night at the Hilton Garden Inn in Idaho Falls at the Heroes Defense 9/11 Remembrance Gala.
Yeah, let's show some video. Organizers from Paul Davis Restoration and Qualtech have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to support local first responders, including a donation of $35 grand for the purchase of some AEDs for Idaho Falls and Ammon fire departments. A dessert auction, a live auction with hopes of raising $200,000 were a part of the event on Saturday. Local dignitaries were there and special guests from the Fire Department of New York City. Retired Captain Kevin Calhoun and Captain Steve Benson spoke to us about what the event means to them, and we had some local fire and law enforcement celebrities there, Jessica Marley and her husband, who are a local dynamic duo, and some other folks that were there. That flag that's behind them was one of the last flags that has flown over the 9/11 recovery site, and it was a very special evening.
Yeah, it was a great event, lots of great speakers. And for me personally, I mean, I was very young when 9/11 occurred. Obviously, I was just 4 years old, so I don't remember it or remember where I was. So it was really eye-opening to be able to hear those first-hand accounts, especially from the firefighters from New York, about what it was like to be there that day, hear those stories of bravery and sacrifice. It was really touching.
It was a great night, and we appreciate you allowing us to be a part of it, along with all the local vendors that were part of it. So.
All right. Thanks for you two to go represent us in that way. Thank you. All right, good job. And thanks for everyone out there, those first responders, to help keep us safe.
Yesterday, we got the chance to taste some pretty delicious local Irish food.
Yeah, everybody knows if you want to celebrate in Idaho Falls, you go to the Kelp, and we got a chance to see what's on the menu.
We got to do it. Don't we have to do an Irish blessing? That's wrong. That would be at a wedding reception.
It's a sláinte.
Sláinte?
Yeah, that's
What
cheers.
Does that mean?
Cheers.
Cheers?
Okay.
Or to health.
Ready?
Were you going to drink those?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Here we go.
Sláinte.
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 Top of the morning to you.
On our menu.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Brandon, what you got there, man?
What is this?
Right, so
That
we
is the
have
Bailey's
our
cheesecake.
Bailey's cheesecake. It's always
Bailey's.
important to start with dessert. Get the good stuff out of the way.
Look at this.
Love it.
We have our corned beef and cabbage. Smoke that here in-house.
Oh. Good afternoon. The fish jumped out of the basket.
Most fish and chips you get are pretty typically either cod or it's usually broiled, but we kind of just put our little own spin on it, and it's a little more meaty this way.
So I'm going to try a bite. Okay, we'll see how this goes. You ladies keep talking.
Oh, here he goes.
It's my understanding that someone
Shaking your shillelagh.
How is it?
That's good enough to return to Ireland. There you go. You're
It was
gonna
good.
dip it in with. Very funny. Dip it and win. Okay, let's try some of this here. Fish and chips, an authentic dish.
Oh, that's good. So how many people do you have behind this whole operation?
We have 20 employees, and everyone's working tomorrow.
Fan favorite.
We have extra of everything. Hopefully it'll get us through. You never really know.
Well, when all else fails, drink something.
Yeah.
Water's good. I'm gonna have some more of this because this is just dynamite. Look at this right here. Okay, happy St. Patrick's Day. What's the word again for cheers?
Sláinte.
Spell it.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Is that with an L? Sláinte?
Slainte.
Sláinte.
You just Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Cheers.
Cheers.